Hey, what's up everyone, Mendel here. I hope you're all doing awesome and wonderful. So STL Tones just released an update for the ToneHub plugin, ToneHub 2.0. And besides a visual overhaul, you can now capture your own amps, be it like your tube amps or your amp sims or pedals or guitar preamps, you name it. But the big question is, of course, is it accurate? Let's put it to the test. Here we go. Keep an eye out on this channel because in a couple of days I will be uploading my new comparison. The real amp versus neural amp modeler versus Tonex versus ToneHub versus the Quad Cortex versus the Kemper. So make sure you're subscribed so you get noted on that video update. Back to the plugin. Alright, so let's go through the whole signal chain. So this over here is my Apollo interface. This is just my guitar cable, so plug in for just DI, so I can play through the amp, and if I want to record the DI, I can. Doesn't matter for the tracer. Anyway, so we have the tracer file on this track over here. I'm sending this to amp, so basically I have a cable going from my interface, from my interface, going into this Reamp Box, which is converting it from, if I'm correct, from line signal to high Z, which is then going into the front of the amp. If you want to know the settings of the amp, these are the settings. I'm using the blue channel over here. Presence is like this, and the depth knob on the back of the amp, the resonance knob is all the way to 3 o'clock. So again, these are the settings. So then, like I said, we go into the amp. The output of the amp is going into this load box, the driftwood load box, and from here I'm having cable that's going back into my interface into channel 3 if I'm correct, which is coming here on the amp. And what I'll be doing is I'm gonna basically play this file through the amp and then record what is getting back, and that's the file we're gonna import back into ToneHub. So basically when I press play, it should sound like this. And that will take some time, so with the magic of editing, we'll go back to it, because I already did this reamp a couple days ago. So let's go back to Cubase. Alright, magic editing. So basically when that reamp is done, so again, this is the tracer tone reamped through my EL34. So this is the reamp, and then you export the reamp for the 8 kHz 24-bit, and basically export that, and then you press import, and then you select the file you just exported. There we go. Proceed. And I always do advanced capture. I want to have like the highest quality, and it's pretty high gain, this tone. And then depending on your computer, if you have like this really fancy NVIDIA GPU, you can use that. I think for me the fastest on my Mac is CPU, and then you press start tracing. And then basically when it's done with this AI training tracing technology, you can save it, and now you have captured your amp in your computer. So here's how it sounds. Let's put the microphone around here. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And the cool thing is, since it's a direct capture, so again, a capture of just the amp without a cab, you can use the cab section of ToneHub itself. You have a bunch of different cabs in here. I'm a big Mesa fan, so I like the Kelly cab. So that's what I'm using here. Just for fun, let's add some effects to it. Let's put it mono to stereo. Sounds cool, but I can hear you thinking, how close is the capture to the real amp? Let's give it a test. All right, so how I have it set up is as follows. This is the reamp of the real amp. Over here we have ToneHub and the DI track of my playing running live through the ToneHub plugin over here. And both of them are time aligned. So when I will flip the phase, they will cancel each other out till the point depending on the accuracy of the capture. So I'll first play the amp and then I'll play ToneHub. Okay, so that's really, to my ears, really, really accurate. Let's try it one more time. Okay, so when I close my eyes, I want to say the real amp has a tiny bit more bottom end, but that's it. Okay, so let's try the phase cancel test. So I will turn them on, like I will both turn them on, and the less you'll hear, the more accurate the capture is. I mean, that's very impressive. So basically, I think like the knispering sound you're hearing, like I think the main thing you're hearing is the DA and AD conversion from the real amp back into the from the interface out to the real amp, and the real amp going back into my interface. That's really impressive. Impressed. That's actually really good. Really, 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 really good. Cool. All right, and there you have it. So that's the new ToneHub plugin 2.0. Of course, all your favorite packs are still in this thing, but the cool feature is that now you can capture your own pedals or amps, or even you could basically reamp amp sims as well. So that's pretty neat, pretty cool cool feature to capture your own stuff. All right, so I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, hit that belly thing, subscribe. That'd be much appreciated, and see you next time. Cheers!